Capital Investment, WFF 48's Trang Do is digging into the records of North Alabama's U.S. congressmen to see if their votes mirror the money.
It takes on average nearly $1.4 million to seat in the House of Representatives, according to information from the Center for Responsive Politics. So where do candidates get that money?
The number one place to get that money is from interest groups that want something from government.
Special interest groups like agriculture associations, the banking industry, and oil and gas corporations. Political money tracker Maplight.org collects data on donations made to congressional lawmakers within 30 days of votes. The site also lists the donor's position on a particular bill and ultimately how the lawmaker voted on that bill.
We combine this all together so you can see these influence connections.
We've checked Maplight's records on North Alabama's 2 congressmen. According to the site, Republican 5th District Representative Mo Brooks's top 3 donor groups are health professionals, lawyers and law firms, and the defense aerospace industry, donating nearly $140,000 combined. Brooks just started his term in January, so there's not a significant amount of data to analyze the relationship between donations and his votes. But 4th District Congressman Robert Adderholt, also a Republican, is an 8-term incumbent. Maplight.org data shows Congressman Adderholt's top funding groups for the past 2 years are various defense interests, specifically aerospace defense groups and health professionals. Combined, the 3 groups donated nearly $130,000 to the congressman's campaign since 2009. University of Alabama Associate Professor of Political Science Dr. Joseph Smith says money is hugely influential when it comes to politics, but it's far more subtle than outright buying and selling of lawmakers' votes.
It's influential in terms of who gets elected. It's influential in terms of members of Congress who know they are going to face a tough re-election battle, thinking ahead, how is this vote going to affect my ability to generate funds in the future?
Maplight.org data from the last 2 full sessions of Congress shows Adderholt voted the way donors wanted 46% of the time. For every 10 donations, the congressman voted favorable to donors fewer than 5 times. Adderholt's percentage is significantly lower than the average congressman, who voted in line with donors just under 70% of the time. And that high average is why Maplight's executive director says his website and other political watchdog groups are necessary.
Legislators don't necessarily change their minds because they receive the money. But the point that we're trying to make is that people need money to get elected. And a legislator favorable to, say, banking industry interests is going to be able to raise a lot more money to put campaign ads on the air, to get their message out, and they're much more likely to get elected.